These action figures are only $3 a piece, and they're really cool and really unique, but they definitely have their problems. Let's open them up, check them out, and of course do some toy photography. So these guys actually look really cool. I'm kind of excited. I never really am huge on the 3D printed stuff, but lately they've been kind of growing on me. And the fact that anytime I can find a kind of unique, different action figure like this that's so incredibly cheap, it's kind of hard not to jump on it and have fun with it, make a video. Who knows? These guys right here are legitimately just like stick figures, but they're action figures that are stick figures, and they're really cool. Like, I saw these guys and I was like, these are cool. I'm gonna get them. And so I got them. And it was like $7.50 for the 2-pack, so what, $3.75 a figure? Not so bad, $3 or so. I've done plenty of Titan 13, whether they are the real ones or the not real ones, really cheap figures, like under $5, and I kind of want to really like step on the gas with those and do more videos with these really inexpensive figures. So I would say expect a lot more videos with really cheapo figures from me in the coming future. I have a ton more of them. I've got skeleton ones, I've got more Titan 13s, dummy 13s, TU 13, whatever the heck you want to call them, the 13s. I've got so many different ones with different hats and different this and this. So definitely subscribe if you're into those kind of videos, because I'm gonna keep doing them if you want to find some really cheap, cool action figures. And I'll always have the links in the description. So these guys are kind of the most exciting to me, to be honest, because they're stick figures, and that's cool. They come with guns and stuff, as they always do. And if you want to pick these guys up, I'll have the link in the description to find them. I actually bought them on Temu. And no, this is not a Temu ad. I promise it's not. In any other Temu ad I've done, I just have no problems with Temu. I haven't really found any real sources that say it's bad, but please let me know. Anyway, these need to be built. I think I should just open them up and build them. They should be really easy. They look very easy. And thank you for also commenting, saying like, do more of this, do more of this. Keep doing that, please. I want all of those recommendations. One thing I keep getting is stick bots. And I keep thinking, why do people keep asking about stick bots? They look like, that's not even an action figure. It looks like, I don't know. Maybe I should do them because I keep getting comments about them. I just want to do what you guys think is cool and what I also think is cool, and a good mix between. So I don't know, just give me more recommendations. And stick bots, I don't know. So I'm sure these are very easy to 3D print yourself if you have a 3D printer. I don't have a 3D printer, so I have to buy this stuff. I don't do any of that. And I know a lot of other people also don't have 3D printers. But if you do, and you know of a good place where you can download and print this yourself, let me know so I can put it in the description too for anyone else who needs it. I'd like to have as many links in the description as I possibly can find for these guys, so then everybody can do it, you know? A lot of them have the little, I don't know, little prickly things that are residue from them sticking together. But I'm just gonna use a fingernail clipper to get rid of those. I'm sure there's probably plenty of ways if you wanna get rid of them. I'm sure a piece of sandpaper would do the job. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see how quickly I can put this together. All the legs and arms are the same, so let's pop it in there. What? So I may have broken a tiny little piece. This is where it connects to the little ball joint. Yeah, it snapped when I was putting it together. Be careful. Be careful. I imagine this is made with the cheapest of the cheapoest cheapo depot. So be careful. I'm just gonna glue it and it's gonna be just fine. And there we go. Good as new, kind of. Let's put the rest of the stuff in there. Gonna be very careful. Jeez, I'm terrified to break it now. I'm absolutely terrified it's gonna break. Okay, well, here they are. And these guys are very cool. They're really cool figures. Oh, I just realized I put the, hey Venom. Man, he's stand up, dude. Okay, I put the white guy's torso on backwards, but oh well. I guess only if you've really ordered them from the exact same place I did. Be careful with them, because I almost broke these things in like 10 different places trying to put them together. So, yeah, Venom, come on. So a lot of the joints, when you put them together, if you don't put them in right, you'll break them. I think these are just 3D printed with like the cheapest possible plastic that you can use. So they're very, very easy to break. I don't really know how to put the heads on without breaking them. I almost broke this one, and I kind of basically did break this one just a little bit on the neck. And so I glued it back in. It's really good. So the only thing I just won't be able to do is like not really move the heads at all. Luckily, they don't have a face. It's just a circle. So we're good. We're so good. And also I was thinking, man, I should have heated these up. But let me ask you a question. Can you heat up these types of 3D printed figures? Like, can you heat this type of plastic up? The last time I tried to, I put something in, boiling water like I usually do to loosen it up, and all it did was make it shrink with it. Whoa. And, oh, geez, come on, man. No, the joint is so loose already. I want to love these guys so much, but like the cheap, I mean, yes, they're $3 figures, and I've had better $3 figures before, but man, I want to love these guys because I really think they're cool. Anyway, just be careful with these little guys right here. But conceptually, they're so cool. They're so freaking cool. You've got articulation in the arms and the legs. You can do some fun. I can't bend the knee because there we go. He's gonna shoot this guy. Man, I'm so nervous to bend him around. See, they're cool. I think conceptually these are very cool thingies. Any 3D printing expert, if you can like print one of these that's higher quality, that's probably so freaking cool. Okay, I'm gonna go over what these come with, and then I'll try to put them in poses, and hopefully I don't break them, so we'll see what happens. They come with a couple different hands, no matching hands though, so if you wanted to have like two of the same hands, you wouldn't be able to do it. But they're the same exact hand shape as a Titan 13. So you could, in theory, I guess we can test that out, but you should be able to just switch. Anyway, you get a wide open hand like this right here. You get a pointing hand that kind of looks like a gun, and you've got a open graspy hand, and then you get like a item holding hand. So let's see if one of these Titan 13 ones works. Okay, let's take the fist off of this one. This is not one of the 3D printed ones. This is one of the injection molded ones. So we will definitely see if it works. Pop this off, please don't break. There we go. No, that does not fit. That does not fit at all. Okay, let me see if I can find one of the 3D printed ones and see if that will work. Okay, let us try again. Why did I put that back on? Here we go. Aha! All right, okay, so if you have an already 3D printed at this normal scale, T13, dummy 13, whatever you want to call it, it'll fit. The hand will fit on there. So that's cool. So interchangeable. Great. Okay, these guys come with a lot of stuff, like a pretty decent amount of stuff, and it's kind of cool and unique too compared to the other, figures of this kind that I've bought before. So right here we've got like an assault rifle, kind of looks like a Fortnite gun, and I'm sure a Fortnite gun has a real thing. I don't know. There's this gun, that's cool. There's an axe, which a lot of the Titan 13s, they come with an axe, but the handle is longer on this, so that's cool and different. And we've got a sniper rifle looking thing, very cool. We've got a shotgun, which this is totally new. Just about all of these are, as far as I've gotten before, new for me. And a tennis racket, all right. Kind of cool, all right. And then we've got an AK, really cool. And by the way, all of these are injection molded, but they're not 3D printed like the figures are, so that's interesting. This is another, I don't know, assault rifle looking thing. Looks more like a video game kind of gun. Then we've got a like revolver looking pistol that has a scope on it. Also very video gamey. Makes me think of Fallout, actually. Most things make me think of Fallout. We've got a katana sword, which this is very typical, but still cool. And then we've got a dagger kind of knife, also pretty typical with these, but still pretty cool. And we've got a sai, a really big sai, right? Like this is pretty big. And a shield as well, so pretty neat. And if you were to just buy like one of these, you wouldn't be able to have a shield and a weapon in the other hand. You would have to switch it around. Let's put them in poses with each thing and see how that goes. Okay, here we go. We've got Magnum revolver thing with this weird assault rifle. This, I think, the best you'll really be able to get with this assault rifle, or just really two-handed gun pose. Like, I feel like that's gonna be as best as you can get with it. You can't really raise it any higher, I don't think, that I was able to do. I don't know, we'll see. But there we go. Wow, man, these joints are loose. There we go. Okay, this is cool. I think the tennis racket looks great, and the pose is actually pretty cool. This was reminding me of Wii Sports for some reason, even though, you don't play as a stick figure. but I don't know, it's kind of cool, and it's making me think of that. And this looks great. The shield and the sword, very cool. And it's also very hard to stand him with all of this weight. The shield is really a lot of weight for this guy to carry, but you know, you can get it to happen, obviously. Just standing them up has been a real big pain in the butt because of just all the loose joints, whatever. They're doing their best. And I totally lied. You are able to get the gun up a little bit higher, you know, using a two-handed gun like a shotgun or whatever. And it's a little weird, and it's very off to the side, but it works. Jeez, I can never get this white one to freaking stand. There we go. And then we've got dual wielding axe and knife thing. Cool. We've got the black one going full rage mode over here with double fisting the assault rifles, and the white one going with the Sai, the big Sai, Michelangelo style, or Raphael style. Wow, a lot of people were about to get real mad at me in the comments. But they look cool. They look cool. Okay, well, these guys are pretty short. They're not very tall. What is that, like just under 5 inches? Yeah, just under 5 inches. They're shorties. Okay, here they are compared to just a normal dummy 13. This is one of the injection molded ones. And then, you know, I did have this already in there, but I guess here he is compared to a 3D printed one. Does that really make a difference? I don't know. But that's the comparison. They're a little different, but I think they still fit because these guys being short and weird looking kind of work. You know, they kind of work. Not really sure what else to compare it to, so I just got a bunch of random stuff. This is the Sonic Jack Pacific figure. That's pretty cool. This is the Damn Toys Test Man figure that I did a little mini review on, like a YouTube short that a lot of people have watched. Thank you for watching that if you watched it. But he's a pretty cool figure. Guess that he kind of fits. And then here's just a Marvel Legend, you know, just to see the sense of scale. I mean, they all fit somewhere in their own right, right? Okay, the next question is W or L. See what I did there? He's a W, he's an L. I might do that more often. I don't know. Well, W or L, what should we give these guys? I don't know. I think conceptually, and the fact that they're just simple stick figures is really cool. I like that a lot. Like when I saw these guys, I was kind of excited. Like, I gotta get them. These guys are really cool. I should pick them up. You know, they're only like $3-ish a piece, and they do come with a lot of accessories too. Like, that's a lot of accessories for the amount I paid for them. But, you know, they're kind of annoying to mess with. They're hard to stand up, and the fact that I broke them that many times putting them together, not just one time, like multiple times, and both times with the head I broke it. Like, I don't know what else I should have done with the head. It's kind of hard to just give them a straight up W, but they're so cheap. I think I'm gonna give them an M. I think I'm gonna give them an M just because of all the problems. Plus, they're so cheap. If they weren't this cheap, they'd be easy L's. L. And who knows, maybe it was my fault for breaking them. I don't know. What do you think? I would love to know. Do you have these? I'd be very curious to know because I never really had seen them before. Yeah, let me know what you think, W or L. It is a shooting and reviewing video, is it not? So let's take a toy photo with a couple of stick figures. I think I have a pretty fun idea, you know, stick figures. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities with them, but I've got an idea. So let's go. Let's take a shot. All right. So this is my setup right now. It's a very simple setup. Lighting is very simple. It's just one light source. And what's gonna be happening is my stick figure is gonna be drawing more of himself, and there's gonna be lots of stick figures all over the place. So I'm gonna have the Sharpie in his hand, and then I'm gonna have another one right here halfway drawn, like coming out of the paper. And then there's gonna be more stick figures around them, and I'm gonna be using the duplication glitch editing trick, whatever. I did this in my 2 Minecraft videos recently. I did it in my skeleton. I've done this trick a bunch of times. It's just copying and pasting basically the same figure in different areas. I have a whole tutorial on it if you want to do it with Photoshop or with a phone. It's very easy. So that's all I'm going to be doing. There's no other special things. And as long as I'm not moving my camera right here, everything will line up perfectly when I edit it in. So by using my remote, it's going to make it very, very simple to do that. These guys are really annoying to stand up, and actually the weight of the Sharpie is actually too much to really get them to hold it. So I'm gonna have to use some sticky tack, that kind of thing. But this is essentially what I'm gonna do, and I'm kind of excited for it. My settings for the shot are 800 for the shutter speed, just because it's working with the light and everything I've got going on right there. And I've got f2.5, which is pretty good for my aperture. Since I'm coming from a below or an angle from above, it is making more things in focus because the focus line is actually kind of bigger that way. And my ISO is at 400 as always. I'm gonna go and take probably 5 or 6 shots with this guy in different areas, edit them together, and then I'll do my post photo breakdown. So let's go. All right, let's do a quick post photo breakdown for our stickmen and their drawing their brothers, bringing them to life. I think the photo is pretty cool. I'm very happy with it. The simplicity is really cool. It's super conceptual, a little whimsical, and also I think different than my usual style. I'm kind of happy with it. I like it a lot. And it was pretty easy to execute, really. It's very, very easy. This was like the main one I used. You know, we've got our main character in the center here, and then we've got this guy over here just like whoa, and then this guy who's just crawling out. He's about to pop his legs out and start walking any second now. And then we've got this guy who just popped out. He's like, why am I not in paper right now? How is this happening? And then we got this guy, which I didn't use because I didn't bring him. He was too far back, so his head is kind of all washed out with the background, so I didn't end up using him. Oh well, that's fine. And then this guy too, he's probably been the most aware for a while. He's probably gonna fill in everybody else soon of what's going on. And then, you know, just bringing them all together, and it's incredibly straightforward. So like I'm doing is just drawing a circle around him, copying, and then pasting him there, and then there he is. Boom. It's very easy. But if you are interested, I have tutorials, like I said, on how to do it. I'll have them linked in the description. If you got Photoshop, or if you got GIMP, or if you're just using your phone in a free app, it's very easy to do. But let me know what you think. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, let's roll the end of the video. So overall, I really like these guys. I really do. But just some of the problems where they're breaking and not standing up sometimes are a little bit frustrating, but they're still like $3, so they're still pretty dang cool. And plus, shooting them was really fun. I really enjoyed them, so they're worth it. I think they're totally worth it. But if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I've got so much coming in the near future. And this photo is, of course, going to be posted on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well. If you want to follow me on any of those platforms, it's all linked in the video description. And thank you so much for watching and getting this far into the video, and I hope I can see you in the next one.